Alright, so we got another night in the shop. Didn't have a chance to do much cleaning tonight. As you can tell, I got some major work going on the bike. Coming home from work yesterday, I heard a strange pop noise and then a little bit of a wiggle. And when I got up this morning, the tire was flat. So the back tire was flat. Ran over a bolt. So as you can see, quite a production to take the back tire off. Not really too hard, but without a motorcycle lift, the handy dandy cherry picker works just fine. Strap it around the back, just lift it up, gives me plenty of room to drop the tire out. As you can see, this bike is a ZG1000 Concours, and I run a car tire, and it does fit in there. And there it is right there. Took it off already. Didn't try and do a video of taking it off. There's the wheel and the rear hub. I've got my own little bead breaker. Works pretty simple. Just, you put it on there, lift it up. This little part here comes off. Just gives a good tire. Knocks the bead right off, and then use my tire spoons. Pull the tire off. And there's the wheel. I'll leave it here. I'm not real sure the tire shop I'm going to go to tomorrow to have the tire patched. Right there is where it went through. Kind of boogered the tread a little bit, but it'll be okay. On the inside, I'm sure you can't see it if I turn over, but it didn't really break any belts. Bolt went through pretty clean. It's smooth on the inside, so they should be able to patch it. It was a little bigger than I would want to run some plugs. I thought about just getting a plug kit and trying to plug it, leave it on the bike and just plug it. That's why the shop vac is out here. All the dyna beads, I use dyna beads to balance my tires, front and rear. There's the front tire. It's got about 25,000 miles on it. And you can see it still has little wear indicators. Hadn't quite got into those yet. So there's plenty of tread left on it. The way I ride, I don't do real aggressive in the curves or anything like that. The two jack stands are there just to stabilize the front wheel when I lift it to keep it from turning, so it helps balance the bike out. First time I've done that, it worked like a champ. So pretty happy with that. And the culprit, there it is. That's what was in the tire. Had to go about 15 miles from the time, somewhere in there, about 15 miles from the time I hit it. It was sticking, right in there. So it was poking through a pretty good ways. Wore it out a little bit. Wore the head off some. Riding it home, it felt fine. No problems coming home. If you've ever heard of the dark side, for those people that watch it, one of the advantages, I guess you could say, of going dark side. If this would have been a motorcycle tire, probably with this bolt going through. I don't know if it instantly went flat, if it had held up, I have no idea. Motorcycle tires on the back, for my style of riding, they don't work for everybody, of course. People that ride aggressive, really hit the curves hard, probably not going to work so great. But for me, it works fine. I do a lot of touring. Like I said, I don't really ride super aggressive. But you can see it has a very even wear pattern on it. It's got a little bit on the sides there. And then it still has plenty of, it doesn't roll up on the side like you think it does. It just comes right out to this edge. You can see where it wears to about right there. So you get a car that's heavy enough, that's about the same wear pattern a car has, really. It doesn't wear uneven or anything strange. Works pretty good. This is a Austin taxi tire. It's not real square, I guess. Some people think they're really square. Once you got it aired up to the normal PSI, it's maximum PSI is 55 pounds. I run it at 42, which is plenty of air considering the bike's only 600 some pounds. It's rated at 1,700 pounds, so I'm not by any means putting any kind of load on the tire. Really, it's fine. It's not doing any problems to the tire at all. It's got about 13,000 miles on this tire, and you can see there's still tons of tread left on it. That's why I'm going to patch it. So I'll just take it and I'll put the patch on the inside and be good as gold. Should be fine for another 15,000. Not real sure how many miles I'm going to get out of this tire. The Dunlop that I had on it that matched that tire is a Dunlop E4. And the Dunlop E4 I put on the back, I think I took it off right about 11,000. It probably had about 1,000 miles left on it. So I'd say I'd get about 12,000 miles out of that. And this tire was $176 and some odd cents shipped to my house. So one time, change that, go and get myself 30,000 miles out of it. And if that gets 25,000, and you know, that's 3 tires to 1 basically. So they'll change out at the same time normally, I guess, if you keep them on the same rotation. But anyway, was not much fun to get up in this morning. Weather was nice, no rain, overcast. It was nice and cool. It was a perfect day for riding. But the tire's flat, so I didn't get to. So I'd take the truck to work today. But Subzilla needed a little bit of a ride, so didn't bother me too much. I have to take it again tomorrow to go drop the tire off at the tire shop on the way into work. Let him patch it up and pick it up on the way home, or pick it up at lunch. One of the two, about $10. Boom, we're done. A little bit extra effort. Then it's gonna have to sit in the garage probably till Monday. I got more Dyna beads coming up. Put 2 ounces in there, and that'll get it balanced back up. Put it back on, and bada bing, bada bang, we're good to go. All because of this. I have no idea how a bolt laying on the ground, because there's, you know, if it's standing up, I should have knocked it. So I don't know how. I don't know. I guess it hits it like that and flips it right in the tire. I'm not real sure how that. It's about 2.5 inches. It's pretty good sized bolt. 2.5, almost 3-inch bolt, 3/8 bolt. You know, it's that'll wreck a tire. So glad I didn't get the front tire, because I don't have one. I'd had to order one, and I don't really feel like spending all that money right now. So got $7 worth of Dyna beads on the way. Get it fixed up. And then I can go back to work. There's a Suburban, of course, you could tell. It's got a 496 in it. Gets about 10.5 miles a gallon. I do about 60 miles a day. You can do the math on that. It's not nearly as efficient as 42 miles a gallon, which is what I'm averaging on the bike. So that's why I take the bike every day. Until I get that finished. And I'll still take the bike every day. But then when there's a problem, I could take the bug to work. And instead of 10.5 gallons, that'll probably get 20. Who knows? We'll see what it'll get. So that's my project for tonight. Got the tire taken off. I'll go around, get it put on, and keep this as a souvenir. Lots of fun. Hopefully some other things will happen in the garage soon, other than things I don't really want to do. So, but at least now I can go ahead and lube the rear drive unit. The differential, I guess you could call it. Get in there. It's still got a pretty good amount of grease. It's not looking too bad. It's not terrible. So you're supposed to lube those at a certain interval. I think it's 13,000 miles. So it's about time to lube it anyway. At least now I got the plan down for pulling it on and off. It's a piece of cake. Really dirty in there right now from all the rain. We've had a whole lot of rain. And of course I don't stop because of the rain. I keep riding. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't worry about it. You can kind of see where the tire's rubbed in there a little bit. Scraped a few times, it looks like, when I was riding 2 up. And then the very front part of the plastic is kind of eating that off a little bit. And it looks like it's touched the frame a little bit, so I'm going to have to clearance the frame a little bit more down here. Get that taken care of while I got the tire off. It's been riding fine. There's not any wear on the tire. It doesn't have a funny wear pattern or anything. It's just got a nice and even. It goes all the way. Yeah, that may just be from where it's keeping it clean. The rain hitting it off the treads too. I don't think it's been rubbing that way. That's pretty clean looking for a rub. So probably not really rubbing. But just pull all the bags off. They just sit there on the floor. Pull the mufflers off, set them down, and then take stuff apart. Not too bad. Pop the seat off. That's sitting on the center stand. I'm just going to leave that sitting there just because I do have a 6-year-old that likes to run around and mess with everything. So I'll be taking the handle off of that and putting it up high, so he's not out here before I get home tomorrow and lifting the bike up. He likes to lift stuff. I don't know where he gets that from. Probably from me. Be honest. All right. That's the story for tonight, guys. Hope you had fun, enjoyed the little bolt shenanigans that I had going on, and know that you can do things yourself. I changed my own tires Said that was 89 bucks from online vendor. I've used it. I've changed probably 10 tires on this thing so far, between front and rear, on my Goldwing, on my Honda Nighthawk. I changed the tires on a few friends, and then on this bike twice. That's put one front tire on, and that's the second back tire. Like I said, I took the Dunlop off. Actually, it's the third tire. I had the Shinko on there, and I took that off because it wasn't working worth a dang. It's all fixed up. Guard dog on duty. If you ever come by my house, be careful, because if you try and break in, you're going to trip over that dog and hurt your leg. I don't want to get sued, so just don't come break into my house. Don't trip over the dog. Have a good one, guys.